Hi, my name is Daphne Marsters. I'm the single parenting expert and the author to the book Parenting 101, the single parent's musical guide to live your dreams, and its companion, Journal Your Journey 1. Today's topic is the third solution for what is the real future for single parents. Now, as a single parent, you would have read so many things, heard so many things about single parents, and in the book I've come up with these 4 solutions. But this particular one will not only help you as a parent, but it will actually help you as a person, and will help you in your lifetime. Okay, so what I write in the book is that if you don't have a parenting style, then don't worry about it, because as you grow with your children, so will your parenting. You know, your parenting technique will develop and it will change depending on your child's developmental stage. So the way that you would parent your child when they're 2 years old will be totally different when you are parenting your child when they're 12 or 18 or 28 or 40. You know, so don't ever put yourself down as a parent. That's just not really worth it. Okay, so one of the big things I find with parents is this understanding of confidence. At the end of the day, you will always be your child's or your children's parent. There's no doubt about that. The 7 ways to improve in your confidence is that, number 1, acknowledge your achievements. You know, just acknowledge, like, you know, I'm actually a great mother. You know, and never ever compare yourself to someone else. When you're acknowledging your achievements, always look at what you're great at, not good at, what you're great at. You know, and the easiest way to do that is to look at what are the things your children can't do for themselves, and you're actually really great at it, because in your home you're the only one that's doing that for them. Also look at how long you have parented, and then look at what are the courses that you've taken to do that. Most people who are single without children wouldn't even think to do not even half the stuff that you do for your children. You know, so children actually force us to grow, and they force us to learn a lot of things. So yeah, audit your parenting with your children and say to yourself, you know, from last year, these are the things I didn't know, and this year, these are the things I do know, let alone over the last 5 years or 10 years or 15 years. So always know that you're an awesome parent, and that's why I often write up that single parents are awesome. The other thing is to start saying that you're actually really great at stuff that you do for your children, instead of saying that you're a failure or you're hopeless or, you know, you're not a good parent. I really don't like hearing that, that you're not a good parent, because that's actually not true. When you do struggle and you have some issues with confidence in your parenting, have a look at what is the actual thing that you're having struggles with, and work on that. You know, leave all the other stuff that you do really great. Don't brand that all as you're a terrible parent. Most of the times when we are struggling as parents, it really is just 1 or 2 things. You know, it's not the whole lot. Like, for instance, you know, child's crying and you don't know what to do with them, or you're, you know, having some issues with your teenager, and you don't know what to do. I've already popped out the video yesterday about using the internet, and that can actually help you. The other thing that have mentioned before is that it's important, when you are building your confidence, it's important to learn from others who have been through it before. So build up your network, get out there and make other friends who are also single parents, and you know, your support network will actually boost your confidence. Exercise is a really good one. Smiling and laughing is a good one. Listening to music, obviously, if you're reading the book, you would already be listening to music as you're reading the book. One of the big tips is to actually catch your negative thoughts. If you are thinking negative about your own parenting, and you know, and it's not really valid, then you really need to catch your thoughts and chuck those negative thoughts in the rubbish bin. However, if you need to improve on something, and we all do as parents, we all need to always improve on stuff, then take the thing that you need to improve on and be the problem solver. Say to yourself, you know, I'm going to sort this problem out because I know that I'm an awesome parent. And the big one is never ever compare yourself to anyone else. You know, so the big one is if you ever want to, you know, want to rock as a single parent and you need to build that confidence up in yourself, never ever ever compare yourself to another parent or, you know, to someone else, because that's just not going to be worth it. You and your child are very unique in your relationship, and you're very unique in the things that you need to grow together to learn through this lifetime. You know, so just know that you rock as a single parent. The second thing is to be assertive. Now, sometimes as a single parent, because you go through a lot of challenges, a lot of people won't actually hear you. You know, that can be really, really a really terrible thing. You know, so yeah. So yeah, just be assertive. You know, don't let other people frighten you in your parenting. You know, and obviously don't let other people put you down in your parenting. You are growing and you are learning, and you don't need to justify yourself to anyone else. But what I write here was, yeah, be assertive. Don't let other people put you down, and especially don't let people who have actually never been single parents, even though that they are parents, you know, and never allow them to have their 2 cents worth in. You know, so learn how to come up with a couple of words where, you know, where you can practice, especially when you're having to meet up with some people that are a bit pushy. You know, they just don't allow you to have a voice, and that's a really big one I find with single parents. Single parents, you know, tend to be the quiet achievers and don't really get into other people's business, but other people really like to get into your business and tell you what to do with your children. Yeah, so develop on your assertiveness, and here are 9 tips to help you to be assertive in your parenting. Number 1, never give the decision making to others. You have all the answers inside of you, because, you know, even if you think to yourself, you know, this is where I need to go, that's still an answer. You know, even if you think to yourself, you know, I'm just going to wait a while and the answer will come to you, that's still an answer. Make decisions to positively assert yourself. You know, aim to have an open and honest communication. It's always better to be honest as a single parent, because at the end of the day, what do you have to lose? You know, especially when other people have already made up their minds about you and your children. You know, so it's always best just to be honest, because at the end of the day, you know, people will sooner or later learn how to respect, you know, respect you and the decisions that you make for you and your children. Actively listen. Okay, so actively listen is, you know, paying full concentration to someone and listening to them and then validating them. That can be a little bit challenging, especially when the person is not listening to you. You know, but do your best, do the best that you can. You know, to hear another person out. It's, for me, I've noticed in the past it's been quite challenging, because people already have their preconceived ideas of, you know, what, even when you mention the word single parent, they've already got this idea, and it's actually not you or your children. Learn to agree to disagree with other people. Avoid the guilt trip, that's not worth it. Stay calm, and like I said before, you know, take a problem solving approach. So they're the third solutions for you as a single parent to rock into the 21st century, to be assertive and confident in your parenting towards your children, you know, towards your children and also to other people. The biggest lesson I want you to learn from what I've said today is to always know that your parenting will continuously change as your children grow up, and always remember that you're an awesome person. Awesome person, an awesome parent. Many blessings to you and your children. We'll catch up tomorrow for the next Daily Insight. See you then.